And we're back. Welcome back to the Smoke Break JBR, the Just Be Real podcast, where we just sit down, chill out, and just be real. What's going on, Brandon?
I'm pretty good. Oh, well, at least I'm doing a good time over here.
You're doing pretty okay?
I'm having back issues. Popped the rib, so I'm just like still trying to think my way through the pain, but I'm doing
still
better.
hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
How many days has it been? Like what, 2 days?
Well, from the actual beginning, it's probably been like just about a week or so. Nearly.
Oh,
a week.
really?
Yeah. It happened on Friday, and then the pain started to get worse and worse and worse. And I went to go visit one of my friends. He's a amazing chiropractor, and he popped it back in, and
now you're just kind of recovering right now.
Yeah.
That's the worst part, man.
Yeah. What I didn't really realize is that for some reason, when you pop the rib back in or anything in that area, in the beginning, it's like, oh, it feels better. But the next day, it's like, oh, it's all sore.
Yeah, it's sore. Healing. Dude, I had to pop my my knee back into place one time.
Ooh.
Dude, so like literally, I remember just like it was out to here, literally just cocked at a 90-degree angle, and I was in high school, right?
Yeah.
So I legit just like I squatted down and I extended it and just popped it back into place.
Jeez.
It was for 3 days. I was just in nothing but pure pain.
Fuck, dude.
Just painful. So I feel you, man. It sucks.
Yeah. So I'm getting better. I went to visit him again today. He gave me another adjustment, did another checkup. So I'm just, recovering.
Just kind of recovering right now.
Yeah. Keeping it warm. Putting on some CBD cream, which pretty freaking awesome.
Pure Nirvana, man. Shout out.
Yeah.
CBD, son.
Been using some of that, the 100 milligram with the
lavender one. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so soothing.
We're not sponsored by them. We just love their product.
Yeah, for me, it really helps out because, like, with that back issue, it's been just killing me. But with that cream, just been able to really soothe it out, and it helps. It
helps a lot, honestly. I use it. I use it constantly. It's a great thing. But all right, let's jump into it, man. Well, I had to post this up on the Instagram. Unfortunately, our guest kind of flaked. We think he's asleep. He didn't get back to us in our text messages. He didn't get back to us in our in our phone calls. So unfortunately, he didn't come through. It's fine. We'll probably get him next week or something. It happens. But we are here today, back at Explicit Vape Burbank. How's the stream looking? We're actually on YouTube today. We're trying something new, making sure things are working. And how's it going, Brandon? Decent? No? Yes.
It's interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
Well, it's saying that the resolution is off, which is weird. I'm gonna check it real quick.
Okay. If not, we will switch to YouTube. To Twitch,
Yeah,
because it hasn't failed us. YouTube, step up your game, man. Like, what's happening? Like, we've been chilling on Twitch. We've had no issues. But we're trying this out, so give us a minute. We're still gonna jump into it. But yeah, unfortunately, our guest didn't come through. Please let us know too, and any feedback that you can.
Yeah,
if anything's happening, please hit us up in the stream.
Yeah, let us know.
Because Brandon's doing some maintenance as we go. But yeah, unfortunately, our guest didn't show up. But it's okay. But we're here today at Explicit Vape Burbank.
Yep.
So big shout out to Explicit Vape. Big shout out to Ed for letting us use the space as always. But let's jump into it. So let's start off with just like one that happened just a couple days ago. It's just a throwaway one.
Okay.
Steph Curry.
What happened now?
What's going on, Steph Curry? Do you know about this?
No, what happened?
Apparently, Steph Curry doesn't believe in the moon landing.
What? What?
Yeah, let that soak in. Steph Curry doesn't believe in the moon landing. He doesn't believe we landed on the moon. And NASA was just like, hold up. You can come see the space rocks we got. You can see the rocks we got from the NASA. Dude, NASA like retweeted him like, yeah, you can come to our shit if you want and check it out. We actually have the rocks. So it's kind of ridiculous. Like, oh my God, what the fuck, Steph Curry? What is going on? Like, that's hilarious though.
Jeez,
I thought I'd throw that one out there. It was just funny. It's like, what the hell? Like, what's going on?
Can we come back for 1 second? We're just gonna drop off for 1 quick second. You switch.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're
See,
back.
we told you like 30 seconds. Sorry about that. So we're here. We're back again. As we said,
Steph Curry,
yeah,
NASA.
as we said in the last episode, because this would be another episode on the YouTube. Steph Curry does not believe in the moon.
Moon landing.
Moon landing.
Not
The moon landing.
He
Doesn't
believes
believe in the
in
moon.
Just
Doesn't believe in the moon landing.
landed on there.
So yeah, NASA hit him up and was like, yeah, man, you can come out and check out the moon rocks. But God, I really hope he doesn't believe in the flat Earth theory either.
Oh no, if he
I really
does,
wonder that now.
I'm like, if he
Like,
does,
I'm genuinely concerned that he might believe in the flat Earth theory. Uh-oh. What'd it do,
yeah.
Brandon? We good?
Yeah,
We
it's
streaming
still,
fine?
it's still saying that it's receiving the wrong resolution, which is weird because it's receiving the right resolution. But I'd be like, we're okay.
Okay.
It's saying everything else is fine. It's just the
It's fine.
resolution is being a little piece of crap.
The resolution, but we don't even have video.
Well, we're still streaming video to them. We're just.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
streaming
I
just a
forgot. Yeah, it's that
screenshot.
steady image. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But, I'm like,
Forgot about that one.
eh.
But yeah, please let us know in the chat if anything's happening. If you can't hear us, because we've been on Twitch for a long time now.
We've had decent, luck with Twitch. Not many big problems with them. As far
I
as,
think
like, streaming
I
to
can
their
honestly think we can
platform.
say that we've had a clean run with them so far.
Yeah,
No
like,
issues.
We like Twitch. It's just their censorship and the way that they handle the way how we talk and the way we are on and off stream is a little iffy with us.
So we like Twitch, but we have to censor ourselves severely.
Yeah.
Severely. And now YouTube's kind of been a little bit more open and kind of let
looking at Joe Rogan's podcast, he's doing amazing as usual.
As
having,
usual.
like 3 shows a day. Holy shit.
Exactly. Dude, he just powers through those shows, too.
But he's like constantly high.
Dude, constantly, man.
It's like, oh, new show, new day. New show, new day.
Fuck it.
It's like, okay. But the way he talks and how,
everything.
Yeah, it just works with him very, very well.
So we might as well go for it, honestly. And we just been so scared, not necessarily scared, but kind of timid to use YouTube after all the catastrophic meltdowns we've had with it.
Apocalypse, and it's like, you know what? We're just gonna have to do things the way that we need to do them.
Yeah.
And if they decide, hey, YouTube, we don't like your content that we're providing, then we're just gonna have to switch back to Twitch. But hopefully we're okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna we're just doing it. Forget it. We're done. We're just gonna go for it and put out the content that we want. But yeah. So luckily everything's running well with Twitch, but we're back on YouTube. Let's try it out. All right. So let's hit the topics for the day.
We got the Game Awards.
The Game Awards that you were supposed to go to.
Well, yeah, but I actually had a job interview over at Treyarch, so
we talked about that last week, right?
We did talk about it briefly.
No,
actually, I don't think we did.
Oh, we didn't. We didn't want to say anything about it yet.
Yeah. So I had a job interview over at Treyarch. So hopefully I get picked up.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
They're an amazing company. I've always followed their work, since Big Red 1, which was like their first big entry into the Call of Duty scene, and they pulled it off phenomenally, might I say. And then World at War, amazing with all the DLC map packs.
Honestly,
fantastic.
Probably one of my favorite games too.
Oh yeah,
probably one of my favorite Call of Duties.
Top 3.
Oh
top 3.
One of my favorite ones.
Just seeing the work that they've done and how I've played their games, and I just want to be part of that company.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a good company. It's a great company.
Yeah, they're a pretty good company out in Santa Monica.
Okay, all honestly, how dope was it pulling up to Treyarch?
It was actually not as intense as you'd expect. Because
Really?
The outside, it's just like an office building. So there's no big sign or anything.
But when you stepped in, was it like,
oh, it's glorious. It's glorious. You can see the screenshots on their website. The actual front.
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
I think you showed me something about it, right?
Yeah.
Their little station, their hub.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Man. I won't ask anything about the interview process because I know they probably want to keep that confidential.
Of course.
But awesome.
Yeah, they're great people. Very kind. They all really enjoy playing games, and I want to be part of that too.
Fingers crossed, man. We're all
Heck
we're all hoping for you, man.
Heck yeah.
We're all hoping for you.
But the Game
Awards.
So I was expecting Red Dead Redemption to win a few awards.
But oh my God. Man. See, we started catching it in the beginning when it first started here at the shop. Yeah. And I just got really mad. I'm like, the game just released.
Yeah.
How is it winning all the awards? It just released. There's got to be a cutoff date. That's totally biased. Well, it's the new release. Of course, it's going to be the one.
It's difficult to even say that it's biased because it's
I think it's super biased.
2018.
Yeah, but
so still falls within
honestly,
category. But
my personal opinion, God of War should have won a few more games. Awards. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
they should have won a few more awards.
I mean, it won Game
God
of the Year.
War was amazing. Yeah, thank God it won fucking.
Thank the
gods for that. But honestly, I'm so thankful it won Game of the Year.
Oh, it definitely deserved. The story was so in depth with his son.
See, if it didn't win one big award, I would have never watched the Game Awards again.
Oh yeah, that would have been so disappointing.
Oh yeah,
Completely
because God of War was the game of the year.
Oh yeah,
Like that game blew everyone away.
And I think it's a really good like FU to like EA and other companies who have like constantly pushed this I want to say necessarily like a narrative, but this sort of idea of games as a service being the primary focus that players want.
Yeah.
And just seeing that the sales that, God of War, Spider-Man for the PS4 and, even Red Dead, they're all primarily like Red Dead, even though it has online, it primarily released as a single
player game.
And only later after it made all the sales did it release the online.
Mm-hmm.
And just by the amount of sales that, all those 3 games put out just shows that gamers want single-player stories.
Exactly.
Just look at the anticipation with Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, dude. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for that game.
When they saw the trailer for it, people lost their minds.
It's a clear message to the industry that we still want top-tier games. We want games. Yeah, we want stories.
We want stories and experiences.
But after 76, we want top-tier games.
Oh, yeah.
If we're paying the money for it, give us the quality.
You got to put in the time. And
so really that showed, one, we want story. And with everything that happened with 76, it's like, all right, we want quality.
Mm-hmm. The good thing about, like, with Treyarch, if you notice when Black Ops 4 released, it was pretty bug-free.
Yeah.
Nobody was really saying anything about
I've never really complained about that version. Like, I never really complained about that game. Ever.
They really, go through the game and really flesh out all the possible bugs and really nail them out and get them really squared away. And it's, other companies need to take heed of that and also do the same thing. If you're working with an engine and it's old or whatever, that's fine, but you gotta take the time to really fix all the problems that may occur.
And honestly, with everything that's happened in the game industry, I'm really glad we've had the faults we've had. You know what I mean? With 76 and a lot of different microtransaction, all these things that are happening in the game industry.
Was it Origins? No,
what?
It was AC Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity, when it was in London.
Yeah.
Buggy mess when it came out.
God.
Or Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, that was a terrible game.
On the PC. PUBG on Xbox.
Oh, the worst port we've ever seen.
It was horrendous.
Oh, my God. For the people who don't know, PUBG is basically like the precursor to Fortnite.
Yeah, well, they kind of released sort of at the same
PUBG was first.
PUBG
was first. That's why I say the precursor.
Yeah.
But
so
in all reality, it was
realistic
H1Z1 that was first.
Yeah, it was.
But
technically, the movie was first. Yeah.
But besides that, PUBG got ported over
to Xbox One.
From PC to Xbox One. Horrible.
So what they did was, from what I could tell, it's just a copy paste, not an actual porting of like, we got to optimize it, work within the restrictions of the. No, they just put it out there. It's like, what? No, guys.
Like, if you really look at this year has been like the downfall for a lot of game developers. Like, whoa!
I mean,
like
you got 76 is obviously the
worst game of the year.
The horse that keeps on giving, that dead horse that you just keep on beating.
You can just beat that thing to death.
Dead horse.
You got that. You got the lawsuit with the microtransactions, with the loot boxes. Sorry.
Yeah, you got Belgium. That's that whole thing going on still.
You got the whole. What other one? There's been a couple this year.
It's just too many to really recount because there's just been so many that's just been one after another. You got
just
Destiny.
One after another, honestly.
That's been an issue in some cases.
Star Wars, man. We even mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Star
my
Wars
God.
Battlefront 2.
Because that was like towards the end, and that was like early 2018 going into it. So we had a lot of issues with the game industry this year.
I think that was.
So I think now it's that wake-up call. Like, all right.
Yeah. I mean,
y'all have been under a lot of scrutiny.
You got the trailer of, was it Beyond the Outer Worlds by Obsidian?
Yeah.
From the original creators of Fallout.
Oh my God. Yeah, we saw that trailer here, right? We watched that here. Awesome.
Looks really good. Narrative driven.
So I'm already ready for that game.
Yeah.
Like, I want it.
And
from a trailer,
and they've
I already want it.
confirmed that there's going to be no like loot boxes or microtransactions.
You know how sad that is? A game company has to announce that. By the way, we're not going to have microtransactions and we're not going to have loot boxes.
It's like it shows that. And when people like show that they're insanely grateful, they're cheering them on. It shows that it's not that they don't want the content; they want the challenge to achieve and gain that content themselves. It's
Absolutely.
like back in Jak 2 and Jak 3 and Ratchet Deadlock when you actually had to like do these different challenges, like defeat X enemies while doing this thing, using this weapon.
Okay, which
and
one
you
was your
unlock-
favorite? Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter?
Of the series or game title specifically?
Game title specifically.
It's a tie between Jak 3 and Ratchet Deadlock. Because Ratchet Deadlock.
Those are solid picks, my
'cause
friend.
Deadlock was
Those
that
are
arena shooter, dude. It
solid
was
picks right
freaking
now.
Awesome.
You know that, right? Those are two very solid picks you just
Oh
made.
yeah. People often say that
tremendous.
Jak 3 is like the definitive end all be all as far as like
Mhm.
which is the best of the three. But as far as a series is concerned, I have a little bit more pull towards Jak, just
Really?
because I played Jak and Daxter or Jak 2 and then Jak 3 and then also Jak X racing.
Crash Bandicoot or Spyro
combat-
the Dragon?
Spyro.
Spyro.
Well,
See, I'm not going to hate on Crash Bandicoot.
Spyro on, I'd say only for like 2 titles and on the DS and on the SP.
Yeah.
The
You had it for the
SP.
SP, really?
Yeah, for the
Oh, my
SP.
God.
But also,
But Crash Bandicoot was my
the-
boy.
The Insane Trilogy.
Dude.
Or no, it was Time Warped.
I think so. Which one's the one where you talked?
I don't remember.
Remember he had, like, the last scene of the game and he, like, said 2 words?
I don't remember that part.
But, dude, Crash Bandicoot is my G.
Oh, dude.
But
classic.
Spyro was the first game I ever beat
Oh, dude, really?
as a kid.
For
yeah.
me, it was probably, what was the Rampage? On
Oh, really?
PS1.
Really?
PS1, dude.
Wow. See, because we had the PlayStation 1, but my brother hogged it for fucking Metal Gear.
It's my turn on the
So
Xbox.
I was allowed to get like a few games because I got allowed to play. So I got Spyro, and
Uh-huh.
Spyro was the one game that I was allowed to play, and I beat it, and I was so happy. The next game I got to play was Metal Gear Solid.
Hell yeah.
So that considered my first game that, but my first real game, Metal Gear.
So it's
'Cause,
like
dude,
you went
I remember
from like
playing the shit out of Metal
you
Gear
went
Solid.
from level 1 to level 69.
Yep.
To like top.
Because the thing is,
tier
I kept
grade.
watching my brother play Metal Gear Solid, and I loved the game. So I knew the whole story, but
Uh-huh.
I wanted to beat it. So when I got it, it was like, oh, wow, this is actually hard.
I'm like, did you ever also play like Snake Eater?
Dude, I played them all, basically. I played Metal Gear Solid, Sons of Liberty,
Uh-huh.
Snake Eater. I did play that new one that came after it, like
Patriots?
Patriots, yeah, and then I
Guns
was
of the
done.
Patriots?
Guns of the Patriots, and I was done.
Did you
Wait,
It was Guns of the Patriots, which was the 4th one, and then there
Yes.
was.
is that the one where he's old?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Technically,
Eh.
I think that was like the last one in the whole actual series, the arc. But then there's
Yeah.
also Ground Zeroes, which is the precursor, and then
Which I did not play.
Yeah, I didn't play that one either. I think it was a.
But I've really played Metal Gear Solid, and then I
and then
played.
Ground Zeroes.
huh?
Ground Zeroes?
No. I didn't
Never
play
played
that one.
Ground Zeroes? Metal Gear Solid 5?
Nope. Wait, which one's that one? Is that
The newest one. The newest one.
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Dude,
I haven't played it yet.
Good.
Have not played it yet.
Dude.
Honestly, I'm
Try
just
it.
more disappointed that PlayStation hasn't released Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 Snake Eater for fucking PS4, man.
Oh, you
If
mean
they
like
sold it as a
remastered?
collection,
Like remastered?
yeah.
Oh, well, that's Konami's. That's theirs.
I know, man. I really want it.
Sony's just a platform.
I know it's the platform, but I just want it, man. Remaster the game. I've already looked 1,000,001 times.
Oh, no, not that. I'm
Oh.
looking for MGS5.
I saw him on I saw Brandon looking up on Amazon. I was like, no way. Like what? What? Is that on sale right now? How much is it?
Well, from what I can see here, the definitive experience of Metal Gear Solid 5, which is Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain, is $20.
Phantom Pain. Oh no way. I might have to cop that for.
There's another one that's a
Sure.
standard edition, which is in the because it's
Okay, maybe I don't know.
That's the greatest hits,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the standard edition.
Wait, the greatest hits?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Remember?
Whoa.
Okay. So in the
I want
PlayStation-
greatest hits being.
Okay, so greatest hits, it's the same game, but because it's like a classic, they mark it down like a little bit, and they kind of put it as like sometimes a combo package.
Oh, okay.
But the greatest hits is just another casing, and it's the same thing as the regular game.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But I want my original ones back, man. I
Well,
loved those. Honestly, if I can be stuck playing 3 games, I probably play those 3 games
They're pretty good.
because those are
man.
like one of my favorite ones.
Do you have-
No,
do you have
Metal Gear
Bloodborne?
Solid, Gears of War.
Do you have Bloodborne?
Oh God, no, I don't.
Oh.
I don't want that game.
Oh no.
That's the game that Dom forced me to play, and I wanted to kill myself.
Jeez.
I wanted to kill myself. I hate that game. I didn't really want to kill myself.
Okay,
But
well-
I hated that game. I know, sorry. I got used to it from Twitch, and I don't really want to kill myself. But
What about
Bloodborne, annoying.
Okay.
Annoying.
What about Yakuza 0?
Show me the cover. I
the,
think.
the Japanese.
Oh,
Yakuza
I
one?
remember that. What, are you looking at, like, discounted games?
Oh, I'm just looking at games on Amazon right now.
It's like
There's-
$18. It's nothing.
Yeah. Say not bad.
Just going to fill up my
Yeah,
terabyte of-
Uncharted 4, the last one, $20 as well.
What?
Or 18.
Can you look up to see if they have the PlayStation
Oh,
game?
the remastered hit.
Oh, my God. Last of Us.
Yeah. Second Son as well.
Oh, okay.
$20. Man, it's like all of a sudden the greatest hits collection. So you know about the greatest hits, right?
No.
Okay, so it was a thing that I think started back in the PlayStation 1, but did continue into the PlayStation 2, 3, and now 4, which was just, it would recognize the games that either sold a lot or was like like all the fans really, really enjoyed it. There was like fan acclaim, almost like a cult following, not necessarily cult following, but just super popular.
Yeah.
And those few games that were super popular, like GTA 3 and all those, got promoted into the greatest hits, which were like always recognized as being like top tier of the
that's
console
awesome.
life cycle. Yeah.
Oh, that little, I remember that little tag they
The
had
red-
on
there
it,
was
the
the
greatest
greatest
hits.
hits.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that was that thing.
Wow, that's still going?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah. So
Good for them.
Good. So continue with the Game Awards.
Yeah, sorry. We got sidetracked.
Oh, But you also got, let's see, Fortnite getting a multiplayer game. But
Okay, enough with Fortnite, man. I'm over it.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z fighting game.
Woo, I knew it. I told you.
Dude, it looks so good.
It's such, dude, honestly, I
cop
am
that?
getting it for Christmas. I'm getting it
Dude.
for Christmas. I want it. I want it. I want it. I've waited 9 months to play it
And it
because I
plays-
didn't want to buy it. I've been waiting for a good deal for the Switch. Black Friday came. There wasn't a good deal for the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm buying it anyway, and I'm getting that game for it. Like, I want it. I want it. I want it.
1080p, 60 FPS, smooth as
Dude,
butter
I am like
gameplay.
Faruka Sultan the
Woo!
shit out of this. I want
So
it
nice.
now.
Are you also? What else are you gonna be getting?
Dude, Diablo, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Downloading Warframe. I'm just going all out. Super Smash Bros, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I need. Already
Mario
said
Party?
I'm copping it. I might.
Yeah, because that's
I
out
might.
too.
I don't know. There's a lot of
Should
games
I
out.
just start naming down games?
No, don't start naming down games. Just because I already know I'm gonna get Dragon Ball. I'm gonna get Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Diablo.
Yeah.
And then I'm automatically gonna download
Well, how about this? Hold off on Diablo and play Dragon Ball and Smash, and when you're like done with Smash, or if you're not playing Smash, I'll just give you Diablo, and you can just play it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Dude, aren't you like addicted?
No, I've been using YouTube, playing other games.
Oh,
too.
and you have Warframe on there too.
And I got my PC too,
Warframe.
so it's totally fine, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll let you borrow it.
That's
No worries.
Yeah, it happens.
You got Forza Horizon 4 winning sports racing game.
Pretty good game.
It's,
I liked it.
in Europe. In
The
the
thing is,
UK.
I'm not a big fan of racing games, so I have nothing to say. It's one of those things like I can't hate it,
Uh-huh.
and I can't say I like it.
Oh, well,
Like
it's. I'm like, as far as the racing game is concerned, I think it's probably the
graphics wise, amazing.
Oh, it's
like,
gorgeous.
I will always say that,
Absolutely
but
gorgeous.
I've never really kept up with racing games. Never been
Yeah.
a big racing fan.
Oh, well, I just realized that God of War also won action adventure, best action adventure
Thank
game.
God, it should have.
Hell yeah. I'm a little disappointed though that it didn't win best score soundtrack. That went to
Yeah, that should have won.
RDD2
Question for you, sir,
or
because
RDR2.
I didn't catch the entire Game Awards.
Uh-huh.
Why was that guy dressed up as a furry?
Best esports person or hold on.
What? But why was there a furry
He's
there?
let me explain in a second. I'm trying to find the guy's name. I can't find it,
You
but
can't find it.
he's supposed to be a person of esports, and he's well known and has all these, I guess background credentials.
Yeah.
I really don't know him. Not many people know him. Apparently, he was like wanting to prove a point because he's a furry and also he's gay, and he's saying, "Oh, if you're a Republican, you don't like that I'm up here," and it's like, dude, no.
What?
Yeah, it's cringy.
That was weird. Because I just saw like all the memes about it, and I was just like, "What the hell happened last night?"
The thing is, he could have made a point, but the problem is that
The way he executed it was
that
very
and also
poorly.
his past when it came to his sportsmanship
Oh,
in
no.
fighting tournaments.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to like Marvel versus Capcom and all those other fighting games like that. Not like Street Fighter, but just Marvel vs. Capcom. He plays and he trashes everybody, but instead of like saying, "Oh, good game," he just trashes on them, saying, "Oh, you guys are trash, you're horrible. This game is easy, it sucks." And then when he switched over to playing on to the Street Fighter V area and against the Asian players, he got his ass whooped, just totally
he got
destroyed. And instead, I'd be like, "Hey, you know what? This should be a moment of me learning." He just basically,
just
basically
like
hissy fit
talking
and just,
shit.
Got out of there. So he's not a great sportsmanship. So a lot of people's like, yeah, he's great at fighting games, but everybody doesn't really care about him because he treats everybody else like garbage.
He treats everyone like garbage.
Yeah, so it's like when he went up there and he's like, "Oh, I'm a furry and I'm gay," yada yada yada. He could have made a good point, except that he kind of bit himself or shot himself in the foot, with the past and the way he carries himself as far as
so it's kind of already like, oh, no one's gonna take you seriously anyway.
Yeah. And in the Game Awards, you're supposed to recognize video games and the creators around it and players around it, and when you're trying to push this other narrative, which is it's not a bad thing to kind of express your views, but there's a time and place and a way to do it so it doesn't come off like, oh, I'm better than everybody else and my opinion and what I believe is higher than what you think. There's a way to do it, and sometimes people just don't really realize it. We're all human, but
I know.
Bad situation.
It was just a weird. I saw it online. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man?
Yeah.
But Game Awards, pretty awesome. I'm glad for some of the awards. I'm glad God of War won more things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
2 awards, but well deserved.
Two well-deserved wins.
Yeah. I wish
very well-deserved wins.
A couple more, but hey.
Yeah, I was just laughing when they were doing like the nonsensical awards, like the esports teams and all that stuff. Everyone in the crowd was like, "Okay."
Yeah, best
like,
esports.
I guess.
Or I have some of them here. Best esports moment, the C9 comeback win,
and we were like, literally, we were sitting here and like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Content creator of the year, Ninja, of course.
Of course. Okay, can we just talk about that, please?
What?
I'm like way over Ninja at this point.
Well,
I'm so over Ninja at this point,
what
man.
Over about him are you specifically?
It's like I'm over it because he's not really doing anything anymore.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like he's streaming, but it's not. I've checked it out. It's not interesting anymore. It's very dry. It's very repetitive. Like I'm not into it.
He
plays
Fortnite
every day, and it's like, okay, man. Like, don't you want to do something different? And I've never really followed him anyway. I just knew he played Fortnite. But you haven't changed it up, man. Well, the thing is,
he's got. I think he has like a
probably has a contract with Fortnite,
or something like that. Because like you've seen the commercials with Samsung and the Fortnite.
He's in it, yeah.
So it's like he probably has a contract, and that's why. But if you look at other streamers like Asmongold, he's been switching off and playing Dark Souls.
I know.
And he's been only playing World of Warcraft. So
see, and it's good to like adapt. Well, adopt new things.
Yeah.
You know. But he should, and it's just annoying, man. It's like, why is everyone still following him? Fortnite is starting to get really boring. Well, we released Season 7 of Fort. Who cares? You put in another map pack? Like, I don't care. It's the same play. It's the same thing.
Well, the thing is with Fortnite, it's become Battle Royale, but it has also the other game mode as well.
Remember when that guy came in yesterday? He was like, "Oh man, you guys playing Fortnite?" Like, nah, dude, we play good games.
Yeah, man, we play games that have like good challenge.
And he just looked at us like, "What?" It's like, dude,
rewards.
Fortnite is garbage. Come on, man. Like, we got better content here.
Yeah.
Come on.
You got Warframe on the Switch. Holy
We just
smokes.
schooled him. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I'm really over Fortnite. Personally, that's probably why I'm not like fond of Ninja anymore. But it's like, dude, I'm burnt out on Fortnite.
Yeah,
burnt
I
out.
mean, like at this point, I've already gone through the whole Fortnite cringe compilations on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Those dances. I'm like, you know what?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm gonna stick with Asmongold. He's been playing Dark Souls. He's gonna be playing Witcher 3 soon, so I'm looking forward to that because that's definitely a game that he's not really into or not really experienced with. The whole RPG and heavy narrative. Heavy narrative.
Heavy narrative,
because they talk a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but it also has intricacies as far as like customization with your armor and like you can actually put oils on your weapons to cause more damage.
Oh yeah,
put runes on your. So it's like it has a lot of depth, and to see somebody who's
speaking of Ninja, the video he was just in, YouTube Rewind, 2018, 9.8 million.
9.5.
9.5? Was it
9.5?
9.5? 9.5 million dislikes.
Second most disliked video in all of YouTube.
Oh,
history.
Justin Bieber, you better watch out.
And the crazy thing, it's only a couple of days.
In a couple of days.
Kind of shows you how people are reacting to this rewind.
Yep. Really shows.
Like
really shows that the YouTube community is still there.
Oh yeah, they're
it's
pissed
still
off
there.
that they're not being recognized. But this is all basically because of the. What?
Oh no, I saw the stream. That's why.
Oh,
the little bar thing.
Oh yeah, that's actually viewer count.
Oh, well, hello.
Yeah, hello.
But yeah, no. Honestly, it's just a great message. Like we're still here. Your community is still here.
Well, people are contemplating that the reason why it was so bad this year is because they had to go and basically turn this YouTube Rewind into an advertisement to show advertisers all the content creators that are actually family friendly and they could advertise behind.
Exactly.
Because there was nobody there that was like a little edgy or
no Shane Dawson, no PewDiePie,
Logan Paul,
no Logan Paul. I'm not even a fan of them. We're not even fans of them. I mean, but they're the most popular YouTubers.
You had the KSI Logan Paul fight.
Biggest thing on YouTube.
Yeah, massive.
How is that not there?
Exactly.
Come on, nothing?
Not a single thing. Oh, the PewDiePie thing?
Yep.
The only mention of him was in an animation of the can you
of
do this chair.
Of the chair. That's it.
And not even the mention of his name, just you can tell that it's his chair because
of
the design.
It was such a cop-out, man. Just like, what is happening? What is it? So 9.5 million dislikes in your face.
I mean, like, at this point, if it hits 10 million, what do you think may happen?
Dude.
Crash the system?
Crash the system.
Apparently,
reboot.
What some people have been saying is that YouTube has not been removing dislikes, but hiding your dislikes. So when you go to re-dislike it, it removes the dislike.
Really?
Yeah. So like right now that I went onto their
YouTube, you can't do that.
Onto the video channel, and I saw the dislike, it was not shown. But when I tapped on it, it didn't highlight.
Oh, you can't do that, YouTube. You can't do that.
Or maybe it's YouTube doing a little sneaky.
Shame. We know your name, and it's YouTube. But all right, skipping from that, man. Did you see the fucking Godzilla trailer? Oh my god. Oh, okay, we'll do that. Good. And we already talked about it last week, right? Endgame?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, let's do Godzilla, then we'll do Endgame.
Yes. Dude,
Godzilla trailer 2 looks phenomenal.
King Ghidorah.
Oh.
Mothra. Rodan.
Rodan, and then of course our
Fast
big homie
boy.
Godzilla. The unit that he is.
Fucking booking it. Booking it across the fucking...
Just charging it through the city.
Holy crap.
Ready to kill. It's... if you haven't seen the trailer, look it up.
You got to watch it.
You got to watch it.
Good.
There's so many questions about this movie.
Yeah.
So many questions about this movie.
You got two creatures that we watched it multiple times. There were two creatures that popped up that we had no clue what
No clue who they are.
We have some idea. It was like maybe we...
But it's a shot in the dark at this point, man.
Holy
honestly,
shit.
Shout out to Legendary. They're making great content.
Well
Look
done.
at that, dude. It looks awesome. I mean, visually, it looks stunning. I can't wait to see the movie to judge it, but honestly, cannot wait.
I'm like, people were worried. I'm like, not necessarily worried, but a little concerned when Godzilla, the first one, came out, and we saw Godzilla fight Muto and all that, but it wasn't like a heavy Godzilla action.
Yep.
But I think that because it succeeded so well in theaters, they got so much more investment into the movie that they're like, all right,
this is going to be more like a traditional Godzilla movie.
Oh, yeah.
Which
King of Monsters. King of Monsters, my dude.
Cannot wait for it. Mothra looks so dope.
And the larval stage?
Dude, I kept pausing that entire scene like, oh, my God, look at him. They even got the wings right. Dude, it looks great.
Phenomenal.
Looks great. And I think the monster that comes out of the mountain, I have a suspicion I know who it is. It's his homie with the spiky back.
Yeah.
I really think it's him.
I keep on forgetting the name.
I keep forgetting the name. But I think it's his homie with the spiky back, man. I really think it's him.
I think that for the previous monster, the one with I think it's a scorpion style.
Yeah, it looks like a crab monster almost.
Something like that, or arachnid spider style. I think that might be King Ghidorah's homie, one of his friends.
Yeah, one of his homies. Yeah.
So what may happen is like Godzilla comes out, and let's say King Ghidorah. Sorry, mixing the names.
It's
again.
either Ghidorah or Ghidra.
Oh, can't remember.
I forgot. I think it's King
King
Ghidorah. Yeah.
One of the kings.
Yeah.
He pops out. He's fighting, and I think the Spider Boy also pops out and is fighting.
I'm pretty sure that's
and
his helmet.
fights Godzilla, and then Mothra and Rodan show up and split up the fight and take on the Spider Boy. And then because King Guy is
King
massive,
Ghidra, yeah.
he's like 3 times or 2 times as big as Godzilla.
Huge.
Massive.
And I think that's when Spiky Boy comes out, man.
Yeah, I think
and
that's when Mountain Boy comes out. It's like, yo, I got your back.
Excited. I'm so excited for that movie.
You
excited
you
for
want
that movie.
Godzilla to be our pet? No.
He will be.
We are his. It's like,
shit.
We Godzilla's bitch.
Oh, by the way, before we jump into Endgame, you see the Sonic trailer, the little teaser?
His legs look fucking weird.
What is going on? Yeah, I was going to say, what is going on with his legs?
What the fuck is going on?
What the hell's going on with that? Honestly, I'm not. There's nothing to see right now.
Well, you think it might be another Super Mario Brothers?
Oh my god. See, but the thing is, Super Mario Brothers became like a classic for us of how bad it is.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't at the time. No, it was hot garbage. But it became a classic. But nowadays, with all the CGI we have, if it's bad, it's just bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a bad movie.
Well, I think if it's gonna be like a Super Mario's, it may eventually get like a cult classic thing with it.
I don't think so.
But
dude, Sonic's a hard movie to do. How do you do Sonic?
Sonic's a hard IP to fucking manage.
Exactly. Like, how do you do Sonic the Hedgehog, man?
The only recent game that is actually any good of Sonic is Sonic Mania.
I guess I didn't play it.
Dude.
Did not play it.
Okay.
Fun? What's
filler, and I'll put it up on the Switch right now.
What, the Sonic?
Sonic Mania.
So, okay. I really like Sonic. But honestly, I'm not really excited for this movie. I didn't really see anything. We can't really see anything in the trailer anyway. But how do you really sell Sonic? That is a hard sell. Because there's not a lot. Like, there's a decent amount of story, but not a lot of stuff that you can kind of go off of. You know what I mean? It's a very difficult storyline. I don't see what they can do with it. It just, I don't know. It's kind of like how I feel about My Hero Academia, where there's so much stuff you can put into it. What storyline are they going to work with right now? So with Sonic, it's like, I don't know what they're going to work with. Like, what are they possibly going to do? Because it's just the same story in each game.
Jeez, man. Well, I mean, like, even with Sonic, the problem with Sonic is that they've constantly been changing the way that the game is played and, like, changing from 3D to 2D style platformer.
Well, the thing is, it's not even that. It's more of, like, their entire thing, their entire storyline is pretty repetitive. It's very, very repetitive besides the, what was it, Dark Sonic? Shadow. Shadow was Shadow, right? So, Shadow, yeah, that was fine. That was a different storyline, but it's kind of the same thing over and over. So if you're trying to make this into a series, clearly it can't, because the only thing you can do is a normal Sonic movie with the same storyline and then do Shadow. And that's the most you can do. Oh, I think I know this game. I think I might know this game. But honestly, it's one of those things, it's going to be a very, very hard thing to manage. And I don't think it's going to be done well, honestly.
Right now I'm pulling up Sonic Mania, which is probably the only game that came out recently that is actually worthy of your cash.
Really?
It's really fucking good. It's like a return to form.
Really?
Sonic, yeah. And it's not.
How recent is this game?
Like this year, I think, or maybe last year.
Oh, is this the one that released this year?
Oh, dude, it's so nice. Here.
Yeah, I think it's on the Switch, right?
Yeah, it's on the Switch.
I've seen this one. I've seen this one.
This is the only Sonic that is actually worthy of your cash.
Really?
Oh yeah, because they put a lot of time and effort into like making it the classic style. Here, let me. I think this is a good.
So
one.
I might have to cop this for the Switch too.
And I think it's pretty inexpensive, like $30.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's actually.
I really like that about the Switch because games are pretty inexpensive depending on what you're picking up. Fast RMX, what, $20?
Yeah, $20.
Great game.
Yeah,
great game.
Solid.
Look at this.
Yeah, and
Sonic Mania. All right.
And you can see the animation, like instead of just the orb, that's just a single screen line.
Yeah. Okay. So
like
look at this level, right? Look at this level.
It looks like an actual like weird energy
How
field.
are they gonna make this into a movie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like maybe
it's a side-scrolling game.
Do you think they might try to pull off the 4Kids TV Sonic?
Oh, I hope not.
The Fox version.
I hope not. That wasn't even great then.
Oh no.
Like I didn't even watch it as a kid, so why would I want to watch it now? You know what I mean?
Maybe because they're like, oh, maybe.
Because look, this is a great game. It's fun. There's a lot to do, but how do you put this into a movie?
Yeah.
How do you put a side-scrolling speed adventure game into a movie? How are you going to include the rings? What are the rings going to do?
Yeah.
Like,
the rings are.
What is he going to go through mazes the entire movie? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
So I don't understand what they're going to do. And if they're going to do the show, why? We didn't even like it as kids.
Yeah, it was.
Like, we didn't even watch. Did you watch it as a kid? In all honesty.
I watched it only because I didn't have anything else.
It was like a filler cartoon, right? Yeah.
It was a filler
It's like
cartoon.
the Donkey Kong show. We watched it because it was on.
Yeah.
We didn't watch it because we wanted to.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I got to watch this before this show comes on. All right, I'll watch 10 minutes of this.
It might as well. It's a show.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know how they're going to make this into a movie.
Well,
It doesn't make sense. It's not. I don't see any content.
Well, I mean, like, if we.
Like, there's a lot on the screen, but how do you turn this into a movie?
It's because the whole problem is that video games as a whole is an interactive medium.
Yep.
And when you try to convert something that's from an interactive medium into a non-interactive, just an observatory medium, movies, TV, that sort of thing, you lose a lot of the time in between. So, like in God of War, you have, let's say, 8 hours. I remember I watched the whole freaking gameplay, walk through everything. It's 8 hours of you going from place to place, and part of the whole journey is not only just fighting the enemies, but it's also seeing the scenery.
Yeah.
Getting to know the small, chit chat between you and your kid.
You think they could do a God of War game? Movie? Sorry, God of War game.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, just this, you could basically have the game be a movie.
Exactly.
The only things that you would change would be the times that are just you traveling from place to place. That would be, cuts. And then the actual, boss battles would just be, a fight scene.
Yeah, exactly.
And have the same relative dialogue, same storyline.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with this movie. There's not a lot to go off of. There's really not.
Oh, it's a trash compactor.
Oh, God.
But yeah, there really isn't much to go off of, especially
3PO,
with Sonic.
you saved us.
The dying, the dead. Look at hear the screams of agony.
All right, jumping from Sonic, Endgame.
Oh, man. Well, first of all,
why is it that title?
Yeah.
Why is it called Endgame? That makes no sense to me. Shouldn't it be Infinity War Part 2?
Yeah. What happened?
What happened to Part 2? What happened to Part 2? don't like the title. Do not like the title.
But apart from that,
sorry. But apart from that, great trailer.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of questions.
Tony Stark giving his last will and testament.
Yep.
To
crazy ass Pepper Potts.
Oh yeah, she's kind of crazy.
Kind of
now,
crazy.
Ain't she?
But honestly, dude, I can't wait for it.
Oh,
I
dude,
cannot
nice.
wait.
There's
a lot of questions.
Well, I mean,
Did you watch the new Ant-Man movie, by the way?
Negative.
Damn it, neither did I.
Because
I feel like that has a lot to do with that end scene of the trailer.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm still here.
Well, he didn't die.
I know he didn't die.
So maybe that's why he's like, oh, you guys remember me? I was able to track your location or something, because of plot device.
Yeah, plot
MacGuffin,
plot device. But honestly, dude, it's one of those things. I'm really excited for the movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm not excited for the title at all. But honestly, Marvel hasn't let us down yet.
I mean, do you think they might have another movie called Avengers: Infinity War Part 2?
Ooh. Do you think that's a possibility?
Because they are going for another Avengers. Ultimate Avengers.
True. Very true. But do you think they're going to do that now?
Or maybe...
You know what I mean? Do you think they're going to do that now? Or they're going to jump... They're going to have Endgame, and then what? They're going to do Infinity War Part... Oh, they could. It could be the new batch of Avengers.
Because the whole thing right now is that you have Infinity War Part 1.
That means they would have to lose again.
Well, yeah, but also... Or not even lose, but just continue it. Just leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Because with Infinity Part 1, they lost.
Yeah.
You saw they lost. People died.
Endgame...
It's just, like, they're about, like, let's say...
Oh, you think they're going to Hobbit us and give us a third movie?
Not Hobbit. Like, Deathly Hallows.
Part 1, Part 2?
Part 1, Part 2. Like, because technically they lost because Voldemort got the Elder Wand.
Yeah.
However, we didn't really realize it until in the second part that it was
So do you think they're going to do it kind of like odd, where it's going to be Infinity War Part 1, Endgame, cliffhanger and then part two.
Yeah.
I don't like that system if they're going to do it that way.
Because the biggest problem right now is that you have part one, the title.
Yep.
You either retcon it, and all the DVDs and any promotional material that is from now until the end of time.
Check on Amazon. Hold on. Let me check on Amazon. Let's see what the title is now. If it's still part one, then oh shit. But if it's not, hold on. Here, I'll look it up. But it's one of those things, man. If they're going to do it in that kind of sequence, I'm not really excited. It doesn't make sense. Avengers Infinity War. Does it say part one? No, it doesn't.
They retconned it.
They got rid of it.
They
Wow.
Oh,
wow. Shit. Okay. What, that's the second thing they scrapped?
Or did they? Yeah, they did.
They deleted it. Yup. Bam.
Yeah.
Remember, it said part one.
And then part two.
I wonder why they changed it to Endgame.
Because what I'm thinking, it might be that they've titled Avengers Infinity War as like the comic series Infinity War, spanning multiple comic issues.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, part one of the Infinity War.
Well, no, dude. Remember when we saw the trailer? It said Infinity War Part 1.
I know. But I think
you got to sell it as Part 2. That's the thing. You got to sell it as Part 2. What are you doing, Marvel? What's happening? You don't think we're going to catch on? Dumb.
Jeez, man.
Dumb.
When did
like,
they
come on.
How long ago do you think they retconned it?
Why would they do that? I just want to know why they changed it to Endgame. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense for the title. It makes sense for the series. But why? You had a great title, Infinity War Part 2. It was built in.
Yeah.
And then you just delete it. Dumb. Very dumb. Very, very poor choice. But whatever. We'll see what happens. What was the other one they did where they deleted something? What was the last movie they deleted? Do you remember?
That they deleted?
Because remember there was like a sequence and they were like, oh, yeah, it's got to be this, and then they skipped one, remember? In the sequence? In the timeline. What was it? They skipped a movie.
They did skip a movie? Maybe they...
Civil War Part 2.
Was it?
Yeah, there was supposed to be a Civil War Part 2, and they skipped it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Marvel... it was supposed to be Captain America, Winter Soldier... Winter Soldier, and then it was supposed to be Civil War Part 1, then Civil War Part 2, and they deleted Civil War Part 2. I remember that because it was in the original timeline, and they deleted it. Guaranteed.
Huh.
Guaranteed. I remember that, like, specifically. It was a big thing.
Well, from what I can see, it's not showing that.
It's not showing anymore? Yeah.
It never did.
It was. Originally, it was, dude.
This one's showing the Part 1 and Part 2, but it doesn't show Captain America Civil War Part 2.
It was supposed to be Civil War Part 2, and they never did it.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot who reminded me about that, too.
Well, we also have these ones.
Yeah, the ones coming up.
Yeah, we got Spider-Man Dimensions, Nova, which is, I guess, the Nova Corps.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange Illuminati. That one's going to be dope as shit.
That's going to be interesting, honestly.
Dude,
cannot wait. Doctor Strange already as a movie, dope as hell.
Black Panther, Moon Knight.
Ooh.
I don't know about that.
Wonder what that's going to be about.
Captain Marvel Annihilation.
Like I said, we're going to see about Captain Marvel. I feel it's going to be Marvel's second Dark World, honestly. I feel like they're trying to oversell it. It doesn't feel... It feels like it's just thrown in there. You know what I mean?
I think the reason why is because Captain Marvel was kind of not necessarily shoehorned in, but they didn't give any other like sort of references or little hints or sneak peeks of like, oh hey, we also have Captain Marvel in the background, but we haven't really put her like up in front of everybody until like the very, very end. But you know, as far as like introducing her, they kind of.
I didn't like the way they kind of did it.
Way too long.
Way too long.
I'm like, wait.
They should have done that right after Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2,
and then it's like
Captain Marvel, Infinity War.
Because in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, they were hinting at Adam, right?
Yep.
So if you're hinting at Adam, you gotta have a little bit of Captain Marvel there as well. Because if you look at all the past movies leading up to like Infinity War, it's been a lot of backstory, a lot of development.
So I think it's a poor choice to put Captain Marvel now.
Yeah.
If they would have put Captain Marvel right after Guardians 2, I think it would have been a much better pick.
To kind of like introduce her, it's like, hey, she's dope as shit. She can do all this fucking awesome shit. Have her fight, her enemy, one of her arch nemesis or enemies or whatever.
Whatever this movie's gonna be, honestly, it's just gonna be fighting one of her enemies, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you could have just added this movie in between.
Yeah.
And then after Infinity War, it would have been like, oh,
now
you're calling her. Oh, okay, not like, oh, what's that? Because I don't know if did you see it in theaters?
Yeah.
Infinity War. A lot of people didn't even know what that symbol was. Because I was sitting in the theater like, oh, it's Captain Marvel, and you heard who?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah. Not
what
a lot
is
of people
that?
know.
Yeah, you can't bank on just general
like,
knowledge.
Like Iron Man, Hulk, Hawkeye was like a little iffy.
Yep.
Even Black Widow was a little iffy, but all the big mainstays,
And the thing is, Black Widow and Hawkeye are just side characters. You know what I mean? They're filler characters. They're there. They're supporting cast.
But look at how they developed Black Panther.
What do you think Hawkeye is doing in that trailer? He looks mean as shit. You think his family got deleted?
Maybe. Probably.
And he's just going insane?
Yeah.
I think so.
Might be.
Who do you think he's taking out, though?
Because if you look at Black Panther, the way he was developed, he had his movie, his own standalone movie, but previous to that, he was introduced in Civil War.
Yeah.
And it wasn't him directly as Black Panther.
It was just a side thing that happened.
It was, his father was the original Black
assassinated.
Panther. It was killed and everything, and then he showed, oh, I'm the Black Panther. This is who I am. And then we're like, oh, shit, who's this guy?
Black Panther.
Yo, now we got
I think it was just a very poor way to introduce
incorrectly.
Captain Marvel. Just not a good pick.
If they had her maybe do some little things here and there in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2.
If she just randomly showed up and did something, or a mention, or even a mention, something.
Because they're in space.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's say you're fighting Ego, whatever, the end and everything, and it's like Captain Marvel comes in and it's like, yo, what happened here? Oh, Ego got killed. Yo, what the fuck's going on? Then it's like, oh, shit, Captain Marvel movie.
Bam.
Exactly.
Easy.
Then it's like you introduce the people already to Captain Marvel, kind of a little bit of who she is, what can she do, because it's in space. She can fly around. She's got
It's
powers.
just, honestly, it's very poor timing. It was not smart. It's just, I don't know, man. So Endgame, I'm still excited for, but Captain Marvel, like I said before, a couple weeks ago, we'll fucking see. I feel like it's going to be like their weaker episode.
We're going to have to figure it out then.
Like, honestly, it's going to be their weaker movie. It's not going to be that great. I feel that way. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, they'll be able to pull it around, defy everybody's original convention. Is like, oh, it's going to be shitty. No, it's actually pretty good. Hopefully.
We wrapping up, man?
Yeah, we got about 52 minutes on
here.
Yeah.
Well, time to wrap it up. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
Sorry about that pause in between.
Yeah.
But we're back up and running. We're glad for all the people who are listening in. Thank you for listening in. We really appreciate it.
Surprisingly, how I was telling you I was having issues earlier?
Yeah.
It's fine now.
It's running fine?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
perfect.
We're okay.
So I guess we're going to be back on YouTube. But we're actually going to hook up. I need your help, Brandon, to hook up my PlayStation and everything. So you're going to help me up on Monday, probably, if you're free.
Possibly.
So Monday, I'm going to hook up my my PlayStation, everything for Twitch compatibility. Because now, since we already have a decent following on Twitch, everything, we have the view count, we can kind of do our own thing.
Yeah.
So we actually might be able to play on our own time and just play on the stream. Yep. So now we're just going to jump on the stream on our own time, whether it's for an hour, 2 hours, and it's going to be separately or together at one time. We'll play like Warframe together, something. I have to make a Warframe account now. But, we're going to switch it up. YouTube's going to be for like our podcast and our random episodes and our interviews. Twitch, we're going to have like our nice, cool streams and our own game streams and see what we can do.
More like, I think, maybe community stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to mix it up a little bit more, and, of course, we want to thank Explicit Vape for letting us record here, of course.
Thank you as always.
Every week. We always appreciate it. And we will be back next week with a regular episode. We're going to figure something out, too. Maybe we have another guest. We'll bring Jack back on. We don't know what happened with that, but we will see what's going on.
Yes, sir.
But anything you want to add, Brandon?
Looking forward to the next show, and want to thank everybody again for listening in and, keep supporting and watching the streams.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah.
All right, let me. Oh crap! Hold on one second. I actually, I
closed
my YouTube. Sorry, man. I totally messed that up. Because unfortunately, I can't play our normal signing out music, which is a random song. We can't actually get copyrighted on YouTube, so we're not messing around with that. We're really not messing around with that. We already kind of pushed our limits already. So we're like, copyright? No, thank you. So let me just get that back up. Thanks for the ads, YouTube. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I really need that
all the
right
time.
now, YouTube.
Mid-rolls,
Wow, yeah, just messing up our mid-roll, YouTube. Thank
We're
you.
clothing out,
So,
I got
with that being
appetite.
said, we will be back next week.
Yep.
Sorry about that weird situation. And as always, just be real.